Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, this is SuperNova Fandom! And I am your host, the creative director of SuperNova Network. I am Colton Roberts. And yeah, I know we had another video that came out Monday. Guess what? We're going to have 3 SuperNova Fandom videos this week. And yeah, I look a little different. Got a haircut. And yeah, it's a pretty good week so far. But I know you guys see the title. I'm going to be talking about Star Wars: The High Republic, specifically the novels. So I just finished Light of the Jedi. I know, 6 months late, right? What is up with me? But I decided I was going to buy all the novels. So I got A Test of Courage right over there. I got Light of the Jedi, which now my best friend has, so I can't even use it. I've already started Into the Dark, and I recently picked up The Rising Storm. Pretty good book. And then also, so I went to buy Barnes & Noble last Wednesday, and something really cool happened. They had Out of the Shadows from Justina Ireland already on their shelf. It was a really interesting situation because that book's not supposed to come out till the 27th. And according to my phone here, that was the 14th. 13 days early, they already had it on their shelf? What? Man, that's crazy, right? So, you know, being the respectable gentleman that I am, I went and told them about it. I told them I wanted to buy the book, but obviously, if they would not let me buy the book, completely understandable. They have a business. They can't release the book till the 27th. But, yeah, but they did. They originally said that, yeah, it was supposed to be on the 27th. The lady called her manager, but she said that as long as it wasn't on a certain, list of books that can't be released to the public early, they were allowed to sell it to me. And then they were going to take the other ones off the shelf. So I am quite possibly one of the first people ever to have Out of the Shadows. At least, a normal person. Not any of these press people or the famous YouTube stars. But yeah, I have Out of the Shadows, and I can't wait to read it. I will have it done by hopefully I will have it done by the time the book comes out so I can give you guys a review. But and then I want to give you one on Light of the Jedi, The Rising Storm, and all the others and stuff. But yeah, so that's what this is going to be, is my discussion of the High Republic, and then at the end I'll talk about Light of the Jedi. So the High Republic, it's super interesting. As a person who, I wasn't a super fan of the sequel trilogy, so it kind of bummed me out just a little bit that that's how Star Wars ended. And I thought that was going to be the end of, at least the Mandalorian. It's great. I love The Mandalorian. But I thought this was going to be the end of the main movies, or anything that I thought was super interesting. The Mandalorian ties directly into the sequel trilogy. So I knew that wasn't going to be what I wanted. But they announced Project Luminous. That's really interesting. And of course, COVID, it kind of pushed everything back. And Light of the Jedi came out in January of 2021, in case people are watching this video years away and they're just wondering what this guy is talking about. January 2021, Light of the Jedi came out. And I just finished it. I know, 6 months late. I'm a horrible Star Wars fan. But yeah, like I'm really excited about this new era. Like there's as of right now of recording, I haven't read everything, so I don't know what's happened, but so far I don't think there's any Sith in this era. So it's nice to see that it's just the Jedi and the Nile and the Republic and normal people of the galaxy and what's going on with all that. So far, no Sith. So I mean, it could turn out that the Nile are supported by Sith later on. That happens. Things happen. Or the Republic's already in the midst of being taken over by the Sith. But that happens as well. But yeah, so far the era is really nice. It's 200 years before the Phantom Menace. So it's an era that wasn't touched by Legends back before the Disney purchase, and it hasn't been touched by Disney. And it's not so far away that it seems foreign, but it's not too close that we know exactly where it's going. Like we have 200 years of story that we could potentially tell before we run into the Phantom Menace. But yeah, all right. So, Light of the Jedi. It was really good. All right. So, and spoiler alert, just so I don't accidentally say something that I'm not supposed to, but spoiler alert. This book is really, really good. That's not a spoiler. Charles Soule did a great job writing this novel. He has wrote a few other things in the Star Wars timeline. A lot of comics. He wrote the Lando miniseries, and then he wrote Poe Dameron, the Obi-Wan and Anakin miniseries. That he wrote that. He wrote Darth Vader, which I really liked. And then he wrote The Rise of Kylo Ren, which I know he had to fit it in the sequel trilogy, and I've already talked about how I don't like that, but the comic book is great. It is wonderful. It's a great little addition to that era. And yeah, so it's good. And now he's currently writing the current 2020 Star Wars run. And that so far has been really good. I haven't read anything up until War of the Bounty Hunters. I haven't started that yet, so I can't really say how that is. But so far, it's been a really good time. But yeah, this book is great. Like the picture that it writes about this era, we are all the Republic. We are all the Republic. All the Jedi that are in this book are really good. I really, really, really like Mr. Elzar. I assume he's the first person to use the mind trick, or what he calls the mind touch. But yeah, he's good. Avar is good. She has a battle meditation technique, which is really interesting. Like she can coordinate all the Jedi so they all flow in the same. Like they're really coordinated, and all their stuff is good. We got Loading Greatstorm, and something really cool happens with him. At the end, he gets captured by Markian Ro, the leader of the Nile. Well, at the end of the book, he is seemingly the leader of the Nile. At the beginning, he is known as the Eye. The Eye of the Nile. And the Nile, they're the villains. They're like pirates, kind of. They all wear masks, and they all... it's all lightning storm based. They got strikes are lower class Nile members, and then clouds are like their kind of commanders, and then above cloud it's Tempest Runners, which is what is the leader of the three major factions in the Nile. Well, at the end of the book, there's only two major factions because Markian Ro gets one of the major factions that entire faction killed because he believes that faction leader, that Tempest runner, killed his dad. So he believes that, and he gets the Republic to wipe him out so that they think that the Nile has been completely wiped out, which I think is really cool. But so yeah, they do all of that, and he takes over. He's captured Loden Greatstorm, which is a Jedi Twi'lek. And yeah, that's pretty much all he does. He kind of has some like weird origins. Like we don't know exactly like what he's all about and stuff, but I'm sure we'll figure it out in The Rising Storm, which is the next adult novel in the series. But we could find it out in Into the Dark. And I know he's in the comic run at some point. I just don't know where that falls in the timeline. So that could be after Rising Storm. It could be before Rising Storm. I don't know exactly how any of that works. But yeah, like the book is really, really good. Like by the end of it, he's captured a Jedi and he's torturing him with the power of fear from other people. So it keeps his like force sensitivity down, which I think is really interesting. It's a really interesting concept. But yeah, and then the Nile's in hiding, and the Republic and the Jedi are they're back doing what they're supposed to be doing. But yeah, like it's a very interesting time. Like again, I just started Into the Dark, so that's a young adult novel by Claudia Gray. So and then I'll pick up the Bride. I hope to have that done by Friday, I'll say. This is Wednesday, July 21st, so I should have it done, Into the Dark done by Friday, July 23rd. If I don't, I'll definitely have it done by Saturday, July 24th, and then I'm going to start The Rising Storm, hopefully have that done by Monday. So I can get Out of the Shadows done by Tuesday, so I can get a review of all the books to you by Tuesday. Yeah, and then I'll start reading the comics and stuff. But yeah, it's been a really good book. It's a really good series, but that's all I got for you guys today. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. That was Light of the Jedi and Star Wars: The High Republic. Thank you so much for watching this video. And I'm signing out. This is Supernova Fandom.